Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. Okay, to the anime creators, listen to what I am saying. I doubt that any of you guys are actually watching this video, but please, for all that is holy, please do not skip the villain arc. Look, this episode was honestly amazing, and I loved it 100%. Getting to see the interview happen, and then not only that, but getting to see everyone celebrating Christmas together. It was adorable and wholesome, and I loved it, and I can't wait for them to to deal with the other half of that, with Deku going to see his mom. Hopefully they do that. If they skip that, I'm gonna be pissed. But there's a lot of really awesome moments within this episode, and honestly, I loved it. But the problem is with that comes up is what happened at the end. Now, obviously, I understood that they were going to have to do at least a little bit more in the next episode, especially now that I've calmed down a little bit after seeing the teaser, because we still need to see Deku and his mom for New Year's Day and all of that jazz. But oh my gosh, if they just skip to the Endeavor Agency arc, there are so many things that are going to start pissing fans off. Now, if you have been someone who has read the Vigilantes manga, then you're already aware of what I'm talking about and know that they have to be extremely careful when it comes to what is about to happen with Kurogiri and Shirakumo. If they do not make an anime for Vigilantes, then they're going to be in such deep shit. So many fans are going to be so pissed off if there's not at least an announcement that it's coming to actually explain everything and tell people what the heck happened to Shirakumo. So many fans are going to be pissed. And not only that, but the big issue is that they're doing the Endeavor Agency arc now. Now, the Endeavor Agency arc is luckily one of the shortest arcs of the series, and I could kind of understand putting it earlier, but the thing is that it is clearly going to be delving into some of the stuff that happens after the villain arc. We've already seen brief clips of Dabi, of Hawks going to see the entire group, to see some of the team that is behind what is currently happening. And if they do not show any of the villain arc besides what they've shown right now, or what they've shown so far, then they are going to have a riot on their hands. So many fans are going to be so pissed. After the last movie, the second movie, which freaking shows that the villain arc has happened. After seeing that, so many fans were just, I can't wait for the villain arc. They basically showed people, yeah, the villain arc happened in that. And then, now in the anime, they are showing little clips. They showed a clip last episode, they showed a clip this episode. They're going to be showing stuff that is currently happening with the villains in the next episode, and yet they haven't actually shown us the villain arc. The villain arc adds so much to the story, giving us such a connection to some of these characters. The fact is that you cannot have the war arc without the villain arc. You cannot have the Endeavor Agency arc without the villain arc, because it delves so deeply into these characters. It delves into Twice. It delves into Shigaraki. It doesn't delve that much into Dabi, but it gets pretty close. Not to mention Toga and every other villain that is about to be introduced. Gigantomachia shows up in this arc and gets his biggest chance to shine, and yet they've done nothing with the villain arc yet. And the thing is, they've shown the final clip of what happened with the villain arc in this episode to start it off. There's a reason that the Christmas special was so important to a lot of fans, because after what just happened in the villain arc, which is it is the second most intense arc of the series. The most intense is the war arc, but the villain arc is so intense and so insane that people needed a relaxation afterwards. They needed the Christmas special to just calm down after all of it, because it did so much and damaged so many people, because they saw all of the chaos, all of the torture that these characters have been through. If they do not have it, fans are going to be pissed. Now, like I said though, luckily the Endeavor Agency arc is one of the shortest arcs. But the fact is that doing so much of the Endeavor Agency arc without dealing with the chaos that happened with Dabi and the others during the villain arc is just not going to feel as significant as it did. The Endeavor Agency arc is one of the biggest arcs there is, and I do not say that lightly. Getting us prepared for what is coming to really show us, hey, yeah, remember Toya? This is when you guys are meeting him for the first time. And it's not an easy arc. It is not at all, no. It may be short, but doing that arc without actually covering what just happened within the villain arc, it's just not going to go well. So many characters get so much development, and it signifies a big change when it came to Horikoshi's thinking. When Horikoshi created this arc, he knew that at that point, him not doing anything with the villains and basically refusing to show anything about them, basically making them just evil for evil's sake, was not going to work. And he decided in that moment to create an arc that would show everyone the trauma, the heartache, everything that these characters have been through, and humanize them to a point where we can actually 100% believe Deku in what he is going to say within the war arc. Deku is going to say a line within the war arc that is, honestly, if we do not get to see that moment play out in the villain arc, then it's just not going to work. Because Shigaraki at this moment is just evil for evil's sake. But in the original villain arc, we get to see why he's evil. And he is not evil for just evil's sake. He is evil because people are awful. And honestly, it's one of the reasons why I love these characters. I cry during one of the moments in the war arc because one of the villains dies. Yeah. Did anyone cry at all for any of the villains beforehand? No. But one character, one villain dies. And I guarantee that no eye will be tearless by the end of that episode. Because that moment is built up so heavily, and it's just insane. This is a character distraught, destroyed, and yet for some reason they are not doing this. Learn from Promise Neverland. Now, understand, now, I don't want to say that they're going to be doing something stupid. It's actually very possible that they're just going to do the Endeavor Agency arc, and then once that's done, they're actually going to go back and deal with the villain arc. Because, let's just be honest, the villain arc is insane, and dealing with that is super important. And getting ready for that is going to be really, really important. And many fans are probably going to be broken by the end of it. And they're just going to be like, please give us the war arc, because we... Oh my gosh. This is why you want the Christmas episode later. Which I actually want to briefly talk about. Why exactly would they do this episode order? The answer lies in when the episodes were supposed to come out. This arc was supposed to come out in Christmas time. Let me just say that again. This arc, this season, was supposed to come out right before Christmas. With likely the Christmas special landing, if not on Christmas, being extremely close, to the point where that wholesomeness would have been something that you and your family could have watched together on Christmas Day and just enjoyed the crap out of it, because it's just wholesomeness and Christmassy and awesome, all just wrapped into one. It's amazing. But because of the fact that they didn't, and there were complications because of COVID and because of Bakugo's voice actor, they had to rework things. They had to figure out, okay, what are we going to do here? And I think that that is one of the biggest issues that they came across. Because the fact that they didn't actually know what to do at this point, they chose the easiest option and decided to just keep it in the order that it was already in. So more than likely, they're just going to do at least a little bit of the Endeavor Agency arc. Probably not even all of it, but at least a little bit. Basically, getting them set up, getting them prepped, ready to go, and basically they're starting it. And then what they're going to do is, at that point, they're going to transition over to go back over to the villain arc, and then go through the villain arc so that the movie actually makes sense. And basically, in August, which will probably be around the time that this season ends, when the movie comes out, then we're also prepared to see actually what was going on. At least then they have it set up so that they can go back to the Endeavor Agency arc right as the movie is coming out, and everything will be peachy keen. But I don't know. There's a lot to it, and it's really challenging to say for sure what exactly is going to happen, because we're not that far away from that arc. And with only about maybe 4 to 5, maybe 6 episodes at most before we reach that arc, things are going to get insane, honestly. And I'm not ready for it, but I know that some people are. The point is that there is going to be a lot of chaos that is going to be happening soon. And if they forget or they just leave out the villain arc, it is not going to be pleasant. So many fans are going to be pissed, like I said, and probably going to be some riots. But I don't know. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. Leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. If you're really hoping for the villain arc like I am, then please let me know. Of course, if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe and ring the notification bell, because we talk about a lot of really cool stuff on this channel, including My Hero Academia, Kingdom Hearts, Miraculous, and so many others. Watch the latest trailer, which was the last video, hopefully, as long as I didn't screw up here. But yeah, go and watch that if you guys haven't yet. That shows everything that we do on this channel. Of course, if you guys do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways you can support us financially, including our merch store, our Patreon, and of course, the book. I don't know what I've said, but the point is, yes, please support us if you guys can. Social medias, all that jazz. Big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny, and I will see you guys in the next video. I have been Electro Ninja. Badon.